probably heard all about us on the Weather Channel or CNN. There are trees and limbs all over, with a lot of house damage and no electricity. Thank God no one was killed. We're starting to clean up now, with people from all over town and even the area helping to get things back to normal. They say we are unlucky to have such a disaster. I say we're lucky to live in a place where people help each other. I'll give you a call when the phones are back on. Love, Linda.
Over the years, it seems Galva has had its share of disasters, both natural and man-made. In 1855, in just the first year after its founding, someone in the drugstore brought a lamp too near the varnish barrel, and 6 businesses burned, despite the efforts of a bucket brigade. In 1872, the Great Galva Fire destroyed 30 businesses, many homes, and the music hall. Ironically, another serious fire occurred in 1879, on the very night Galva organized its first volunteer fire department. And the weather? Galva was totally snowbound on January 21st of 1855, when the town's first baby was born to Mr. and Mrs. David Emery, a girl named Galva. The blizzard of 1881 immobilized trains for a week and caused farmers to drive sleds over the fence tops to reach town. In 1936, the temperature fell below zero for 21 straight days in February and rose over 100 14 days in a row in August. The 1892 cyclone killed 1 person, injured over 20, and caused over $250,000 $1892 in damage. More recently, Galva has made national news as a result of severe weather. In April of 1996, a severe tornado struck Galva, causing extensive building damage in parts of town and the cemetery. In 2003, a sustained wall of wind reaching over 90 miles per hour caused devastation throughout the entire town, with thousands of trees snapped off and considerable damage to homes and businesses. So, how have we survived? How have we made it through fires, weather, and other disasters, both large and small, over these 150 years? The answer lies in the spirit of Galva and its people. Our fire and police departments, our city workers and emergency crews, workers from our local utilities, and willing volunteers from Galva and far beyond have worked together with courage, generosity, and the spirit of giving to bring Galva back time and time again.
Well, it's interesting. We had several calls along those lines afterwards and even did a TV spot about it. People called after our storms, and then when Utica had their tornado, they called to say what was, how did we make out? And my only comment was, you get up in the morning and the next day you look at it and you say, boy, this is insurmountable. But when everybody pulled together and worked together for a couple of weeks, and at the end of that time, it was a memory. That's one of the things that happens in a small town, is you pull it together like that, and people work together, and everything comes out just fine.
As we stated in the Quad City Times after the 2003 storm, the winds may have knocked them down, but it did not knock them out. And so we thank all those who have helped Galva survive, to grow again over 150 years. You are heroes. Heroes at home.
If it hadn't been for George Swank, all the rich history of Galva would have been lost, the information that we would have today for this.
Dear George, anyone who grew up in Galva or even visited Galva was touched by you. Whenever we wanted to know something about this town, its history, or its current events, the answer was always the same. Ask George. You were the consummate newspaperman who never left a story untold. You were a war hero who came home to the town and the girl you loved. And you were a source of information, memories, opinions, and goodwill. In discovering and recording our history, you made history yourself. You would have enjoyed being around for this sesquicentennial celebration. You would have worked and written and talked and pushed and pulled to make Galva's 150th birthday a piece of history itself. Even so, your words, images, and knowledge fill this piece as if you had sat down and discussed it with us. You would have loved it. And George, we love you. Dear Galva, what makes Galva special to us and to all the people who have worked, played, learned, taught, made our homes, and raised our families over the past 150 years? It seems like a lot of small towns got their start in the land boom of the mid-1800s, yet many failed to thrive or just faded away. But Galva grew, not to urban sprawl proportions, but to a nice size. A town where a century and a half worth of beautiful homes have filled tree-lined streets and new developments alike. A town where kids are safe to learn, play, and just be kids. A town that's open for business with a kind of quality and service that's sometimes hard to find. A town that supports its farmers with the services and products they need for success. A town that offers a wide range of activities and events for people of all ages. A town located in a transportation hub, offering easy access to the rest of the world. But most of all, it's a town where we all kind of look out for each other. A town where, if you've got a problem, there are friends and neighbors that will turn out in droves to help you, no matter what. Because we're good to each other around here. Dear Galva, you're a place to live, work, play, learn, teach, help, and enjoy life. Galva, your home, our home. And that's just where we want to be.